are following my channel, I post a lot of fun things, but I recently revealed that I am going to conservatory. That means I'm going to acting school, and I got in February. I had to audition, and I'm about to live one of my dreams. But at that time, I realized how much I needed to get ready for this experience because I'm going to be in front of camera. I'm going to be on stage, and I don't really have perfect skin, really, but I knew I needed to work on it. So I started doing some research, and there are three things that I've put into my diet to help my skin improve. Now, I didn't know I'd be talking about this on my channel. I do mostly like sports and comedy and things like that are entertaining. But like today, I had to share it because I got a little time on my hands. I'm going to go to an event. And before I put my makeup on, I wanted to talk about this without any makeup on. So, um, this is not going to be a live where I talk about drinking water. We all know that you have to drink water. I still don't drink enough water, whatever enough water means, but at least well, this is not water, this is sparkling ice, but if this was a water bottle, maybe like 3 or 4 of these a day is like a basic amount. I have a friend who has perfect skin, and all he does is drink water. He doesn't drink anything else but water. Not a speck of juice, not soda, not any flavor, not even Gatorade. He is strictly water. So I know water works. Okay. We also know the things like moisturizers, things like that. They also work, keeping your skin moisturized and the skin kind of dewy. You need to be using those. So these are not the obvious things, but these things I had to do a little bit of research to kind of figure out, and they definitely work. So before I show you what I'm actually eating that's different, I want to show you a picture of me when I was little. Like, well, and I don't have a before picture because I didn't think I'd do this before, like I said before. But thank you very much. But this is my picture when I was 6, so you can see when I was little. Similar face, similar structure. Back when life was easy, right? And now I'm 42, so I'm looking to maintain some of that I had when I was a kid. So let's talk about the first thing that I eat that's very, 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 very different than what you would hear. Besides water, besides moisturizer, what I have every day is this. These are olives, like straight up olives. Now, I heard people use olive oil most definitely on their skin. I don't use olive oil, but I've seen people use it and I know it's great, but olives itself, eating about 5 in the morning, 5 of them. That's what I do pretty much every day. And I do that because I read that there were benefits to doing so. So I'm going to just give you a few benefits that I read about olives. So they have vitamin E, so it's good for your skin, and they help against free radicals and wrinkles and fine lines. So I don't have that many wrinkles. I don't have any really on my skin, except on my forehead, but that's because I'm thinking real hard. But other than that, that's what olives are supposed to help with. They do help with moisturization. They help with anti-inflammatory. So like if something is like if you have like a psoriasis, I don't have a perfect skin. I have psoriasis. That means like when I sweat and like I like the patches of dry skin sometimes come on my face. It's supposed to help that and stop the inflammation. It helps protect your skin from sun exposure, and it keeps it elastic, which is good for older skin like mine. So again, cop you some olives. I do 5 um, a day, 5 a day. Now, the next one is an interesting one that I also had to Google, and I wasn't really looking up this in particular. I was having another issue, but the second thing that I consume that's very unusual is this is chrysanthemums, like flowers, dried chrysanthemums. I put them into water and I make a tea. This is dry chrysanthemums, like the actual flower that's dried. Now, I'm not, again, this is like entertainment purposes, so if you are allergic to flowers, do not do this. But see, they're actually real, like dried flowers. I put them in hot water with some other things and make a like a tea, and then I put it in the freezer and I drink it like an iced tea with chrysanthemum in it. Now there's benefits to chrysanthemums. I will read a few. Again, try it on your own, but chrysanthemums, like the olives, are antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, and they help this is according to Google, may improve the skin health by reducing inflammation and protecting against the damage of free radicals. So again, if you have the luxury, if you have dried chrysanthemums in your neighborhood supermarket, I get mine from like Chinatown in Brooklyn. Go ahead and get you some dried chrysanthemums if you're not allergic, and use it for your skin. Now, we're at the 7:15 mark. If you haven't liked this channel already, please like it. That would be wonderful. That would help me out. I'm going to reveal the third thing that may be hard to find depending on your location, but it definitely has benefits for the skin that I did not know about. So, the third thing that I'm going to share that I consume, meaning I eat or drink, that I've been using to be helpful for my skin, is this sorrel, dried sorrel. This is, I guess, another plant. Now, if you're Caribbean, you've had sorrel drinks, and you think of it as like a recreational drink. And again, it's like a dried leaf. If you could see through the bag, yeah, it's like a dried leaf. But if you're Caribbean, you will use it as like recreation. But if you actually look up the benefits of sorrel, you'll see that it's beneficial for your skin. So this is me reading directly from Google again. Sorrel, you'd think it's the party drink from Trinidad or Jamaica, but it's actually good for your skin, and a lot. Like, it's out of all of this right here has more benefits, or I've listed more benefits online than anything else. So number one, it says sorrel it prevents or promotes anti-aging, right? And it prevents premature aging. So if you're very stressed, and stress affects the skin, getting sorrel, boiling it, putting other things in it, and drinking it can help slow down the aging of your skin. Another thing that sorrel promotes is even skin tone. So, I mean, my skin is not totally 100% even, but I can say that, like, in the past, my hand looks kind of okay, but like right here, you'll see these two dots, and these two dots I've had for about a year, and they were much worse. I have a cat, and my cat bit me. As soon as I started drinking and consuming some of the stuff I had on this channel, like, I think my skin started evening out, and you could barely see it. I also had a scar on my hand. Ugh, I can't even show you. Let me, if I stand up, if you see it, there's a little scar here that was much deeper, much more pronounced, and it just started disappearing. I was like, what the hell? Like, that's not something I expected. So definitely one of these three things, I can't tell you which one is helping with that, but I've been doing this regularly every day, and all of it is probably helping. The next thing, it says sorrel is good for helping skin infections. Let me read it directly so I'm not like fronting. It says some sources suggest that sorrel can help skin infections and wound healing due to antibacterial properties and may reduce the appearance of wrinkles when applied topically. So again, sorrel, I would have never known. I'm used to having this at Caribbean parties with, you know, maybe a little touch of alcohol or whatever. But if you drink it clean without the alcohol, without the extra stuff, you will definitely reap benefits. And because it says that it helps with to reduce wounds, I'm thinking it was the sorrel that was helpful for reducing the scar that I had on my arm and the bites from my kitten, then kitten, now cat, I sustained a while back. So these are the three things that I'm having right now. Um, Kind of weird, but I suggest you do all your research. I'll put as many links as I can in the description, but that's what I've been using. Anyway, I gotta run because I'm about to go to an independent film event, and I will be putting on makeup and stuff like that. But I wanted to do this right before I did it so that you can see. So look out for the things in the description below. Like and subscribe, share it to your friends. And if you end up taking any of these and you see any benefits, come back to the channel and leave a comment and let me know. Again, I'm not a doctor. This is what works for me. So do your research and make sure before you take, again, the olives or the second thing was chrysanthemums. Yep, dried chrysanthemums, the actual flower, or sorrel. You do your research. All right, peace, guys.